So I started off in my father's shop. My dad's, I came from a history of barber, my aunts, uncles, cousins, all their own places, but my dad's got quite a few in Glasgow and towns around Glasgow. And that's how I started. I wanted to just kind of move into the family business and do something for myself. My ambition was always to have my own place, and that was the resources I had available to me. So I started off there, trained in the shop, worked my way up, and yeah, that's how it all started. In my dad's shop, so I trained from, I learned from all the staff he had basically, so I learned from about like 12 different people. I started off doing free haircuts in store, and then it developed into a couple of friends here and stuff, and it was all supervised, so it took me a while, I got there eventually. It's a bit of a knack to it, worked that up, and I was doing half price haircuts, and before I knew it, one day they just said, right, that's you, you're charging now, which was a bit nerve-wracking for the first couple of days, but then it kind of built up over time. And yeah, so all in store, I never went to college or anything myself. So the location, I mean, the thinking behind it all has been like, I wanted to make somewhere that people enjoy being. So it's never been anything really more than that. It's always been about like, what would people like, and I thought, well, what would people enjoy doing? And I was always thought to make a much clearer vision. I thought, well, where would I want to go? So rather than kind of getting mixed up in what's popular, what's not popular, I thought, well, what would I like? And I thought I'd give a much clearer vision. So I thought I'd like to do the kind of, to make it a bit of a higher end and kind of up the game a wee bit. People are going to spend a bit more time in here, so I thought, well, it would be good to have some good coffee, and we want to keep the kind of Glasgow feel to it, which is Deer Cream Coffee. It's a Glasgow company, all ethically sourced, and just do really good stuff. So we went there, and we thought we'd have a bar at the back, so we looked at a drink and everything, so go from there. And then just made it like want to have a kind of classy feel to it, a stylish feel, which is much more for me. So there's a lot of barbers out there who, their shops are great, you know, but it's got a different kind of aesthetic to it, where it's kind of like trendy or like hipstery or however, like that kind of style, whereas this is a bit more kind of classy and atmospheric, I think. We try to be very down to earth as well. We don't ever take it too seriously, we just kind of make people feel comfortable, and that's the idea behind it. Well, so the experience, I think, we want it to be the best experience you can get in Glasgow, so we want to make sure they feel looked after. So as soon as they walk in, the idea, like the feel of the shop is meant to make them feel comfortable, so as if they're in good hands when they walk in, which I think we've been quite successful and there's been quite a lot of good response to that. And then that implies that you walk in, they're greeted and they get like a drink of coffee or whiskey or water if they want to just play it safe like that. But then we spend a lot of time on their haircuts. So we've got all of our own branded products. We've also got kind of hand-picked products that I've used through the years, all premium stuff. We explain it all and let them know what it is and why we're using it, so it's not as if it's just being put on for the sake of it. We've also designed the units to make it feel as a bit more kind of personal experience. So we've got like every unit's got its own backwash basin, designed it all into have its own kind of bracket so that you can kind of feel as if you've got your own space. And so we spend appointments are 45 minutes long minimum, so you feel as if you're getting the full works done for you. And we finish off with a kind of tutorial on how you style your own hair and why you're using certain products and certain techniques. So I feel like customers feel as if they're getting, well, they feel like a great experience but a knowledgeable experience as well. We do walk-ins if we've got space, but because we have a booking system, generally speaking we're fully booked now, so if someone walks in off the street, we'll be lucky to get a space then and there. But we find that because it takes 45 minutes, if people are queuing up, then they can be waiting for hours, you know. So our clientele in the heart of the city, we get a lot of guys working in offices and things, so they need to know when they're coming in and when they're leaving again, which I think it works really to our strengths, because then it means people can plan their day around the haircut and know when they're going to be coming in and leaving again. So it's something that it's adding to the feel of the place. I feel like that's a much better service because you're not queuing up necessarily. You know how long you're in for.
Okay. And what kind of percentage of wet shaves do you get?
Well, something we actually specialise in here. So I would say on weekends we do a lot more. With clients travelling from different parts, from further afield as well on the weekend. So I would say on the weekend it's about 50-50. During the week it's probably about 20%. I mean that's rough numbers, but like it's. And you have good days and bad days, but we do two types. So we do three types. We do a traditional wet shave, which is 45 minutes long. We do a luxury full service, which is a haircut and a traditional wet shave. It's an hour and a half. And we do a full beard reshape, which is like a kind of like a beard tidy. We shape the beard and then we shave the bottom of the neck and the cheeks. This includes the hot towels and the beard wash as well. So Account for all of them, I'd still say it's about 20-30% during the week, but 50% weekend.
And do you think the appointment system only helps get you more business with shaves than if you did walks in?
Yeah. I mean, we do have the odd guy kind of try to come in for this morning, for example. Guys try to come in before they went to a wedding and we didn't have any space for them. But generally speaking, yeah, because it's more of a experience. That is certainly something that it's more of a luxury than a haircut. It's not something that people necessarily have to get done for them. But the whole experience is more of a luxury. So we have people buying gift vouchers for the style. So I suppose we do. We're known for more classic styles in here, and if I was doing one day every day, like you can see it a lot now, it's more of like a one or two faded up into like a slick back style for maybe a pattern or natural pattern coming in. It's something that I just feel like I've been doing since I started. It's quite a lot of them. It's something I specialise in. But I mean, we do the works, but I think if I was going to do pure bread and butter haircut, that's it. It's like back look.
And where do you get your greatest sense of satisfaction with all the shaves and the offering the drinks and the coffee and the many different arms to your business? What gives you the greatest sense of satisfaction?
I love it when someone. I always like to ask how someone finds out about the shop when it's a new customer, and when someone says it's like word of mouth, that's my favourite thing, because that means you're doing something right. You can get someone comes in through Instagram or whatever, and that can all be just staged. But it's like when someone says, "My pal told me to come in, I was recommended by them." That's gives me the most satisfaction. I think someone's spreading the word for you. Yeah, definitely. Well, so I suppose when we were nominated for two Best Barber nominations this year. We were nominated at the Herald Look Awards this year. After we've been nominated 3 months, and we were nominated for 4 awards, including Best Barbers. So I was pretty chuffed with that. I thought that was a good achievement from there. Getting the shop open itself and kind of going from where I started to the point I am now, felt like a steady progression, and I was really quite chuffed the day we opened our doors. It was Christmas Eve we got open, so it was quite an achievement to get that done. But then it felt as if it was all kind of came to fruition. We were nominated for that after 3 months, which I felt was pretty chuffed with that set time. I'm nominated for another one, and it's 6 months I've been up for now, so I suppose that's where it came from the most. Yeah. Well, actually, we are training people now. So we've trained the guys in shaving, so I like to do that myself in store. I've trained people down in London before, just in-house, not anything with kind of professional basis, I suppose. But my brother Jared's just started training, so started training him. He will be going to college though to kind of subsidise his training in here, but I'd like to do it eventually. Yeah, I think it's a mark of satisfaction. I know when I started training, I was the first trainee in my father's shops, and they now take on a lot. It's something they really enjoyed doing, and the girls that train me got a lot from it, and they do it a lot now. So following their lead, I suppose. So back shop. I suppose my clippers wise, I've got the seniors, which I don't know, man. I've always felt like they don't necessarily make you better at your job, but they make your job much easier. And I find that they satisfying, like the kind of excitement you get when you get a new tool. It's like always pretty good. So I like to expand the range and try new things every now and again, but I tend to stick with my seniors because they're the most versatile as it is. I like to kind of I don't know. I have my favourites, I suppose, and I have my versatile tools. So I suppose I'll use like a 7-inch pair of scissors as well. I think these are actually my bread and joy. They're my scissors. I haven't done it just now because we've just finished, but
which scissors are they?
So kind of Falconers, I actually got them about 2 or 3 years ago. Blackcock, they're called 7 inches. And it's more the fact that I wanted a pair of Barberman shears, and they were quite daunting at first when I started using them. To the point I actually put them off, and I thought I'd just use them for scissors or comb eventually, and then I found myself just using them all the time. So now whenever I go back to 6 inches, they feel too small, and I feel like I'm going to drop them or something, so I go from them. But it's something that I would encourage barbers to do, is to buy new tools and try new things. Although I do find that if I've tried new things, I tend to stick to like one in particular eventually. I kind of fall back on my old faithfuls, you know, which seems to be my seniors.
How have they helped you, if at all?
If at all, well, I find that the American tools seem to have a bit more power about them. They seem to have a bit more. I suppose what was it kind of. I'll end up stuttering because I can't speak on it properly, but it feels as if I get a bit more power from the American tools, and I feel as if there's a bit more talking point with them to your customers. Yeah, I felt as if it was very much like, there's your super tapers, that's you, go ahead with them. It was always, that was like the basic, that was all, and that's all everyone had, and it was just go ahead with them. And if there was more of a range to go with, and if it was I think it helps with the expansion in barbering culture as a whole, and there seems to always more tools coming forward, but it definitely feels as if there's more possible now, there's always more tools coming from America to play with, to play around with and get to grips with. Whereas before it was very much like, all standards, you know, and everyone uses the same stuff. Certainly better. I don't think you can argue with it being better. It does make things a bit quicker and a bit more efficient. I mean, seniors are probably, I say, the most versatile ones you get. So say you're using like super tapers, if you upgrade to seniors, it's definitely better. For the investment you're putting in it, it's a bit of a no-brainer personally. You can go more elaborate tools, and you might think that slows you down. You might think that there's other stuff that might not be necessarily fit your style, but depending on what you use just now, there will be a version of those tools that have a bit more power and can make it more efficient. Well, we're just going to keep expanding, bringing on more barbers. We're doing more cool stuff in the shop. We're trying to just make it a complete kind of hub. So yeah, just make some more interesting additions to the shop. We've got cigars, we've got the poker room, I was talking to you about possible more treatments, possibly records, so yeah, events, just the full works, but I'll just make it a hub.